Just give me strength. Let's do it. Seven o'clock. Hey, Beatrice. Hey, bestie. Thanks for tuning in, Chica. I'm just waiting for... Hey, lady, how are you? Ain't seen you in a month of Sundays, girl. Wonder how you doing. Okay, well, enjoy class. Enjoy class. Thank you. I try, you know. I try. Thanks. I'm waiting for the model, which her name is Jackie Watson. She's the one I'm going to be interviewing today. So as soon as she come on, then we can get started. Mm-hmm. Hey, Jackie. We got a lot to talk about, girl. All right, all right. Hold on. You back up a little bit.
Hey.
I'll
take you.
I need to switch mine around. You know, not on the side. I'm loving the hair.
Thank you. I did this for you. You know, all for you.
Thank you. So, are you ready to get started, darling?
I am.
Okay, so for everybody, this is my friend, an amazing model, Jackie Watkins. And so I'm just going to introduce her because her name is Jackie Watkins, but she has done so many great things. So as far as, oh girl, I'm a little tired. Forgive me.
It's okay.
All right, so she's a wonderful fashion model. She has appeared and actress that has appeared in many films such as Trial of Chicago, 7, Army of the Dead, Creed 2, Crude, Giraffe. Am I saying this right? Giraffe?
Giraffe, yes.
Okay, because sometimes, names be a little different.
Yeah.
Like it says, Giraffe.
Yes.
Okay, which is a short film. Hey, Terry. Also, she has done television shows such as This Is Us, Love and Hip Hop ATL, pageant, which I did not know that.
Yeah.
Which was pageants such as Miss Pennsylvania in 2017, came in second place in Hooters Bikini Regional Road to Las Vegas in 2016. I know you told me you was working at Hooters. I was like, for real? Like
that was the experience.
I was supposed to come in there one time, but I never did. And I was thinking, you started working there like a while back.
Yeah, it's been actually, I think like a year and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah.
There for a long time.
It was a very long time. Yes. I think it was too long. It was too long.
Yes, but not just pageants. She's also walked the runway with me plenty of times but also walked the runway of New York Fashion Week, Drexel University, Thomas Jefferson University, and she's also done theater and commercial. A lot of theater and commercial, which is great. So welcome, Jackie Watkins.
Thank
everybody.
you. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, I had to. I was like, let me call Jackie. Let me because I need to interview her and find out everything all your expertise, everything that you got going on right now.
Yeah.
All right,
Definitely.
so before we get started with our topics today,
Mm-hmm.
which are, let me just go over the topics real quick. The topics are body image,
Yes.
as well as average Black and African descent.
Right.
Which we'll get to that. We'll get to what that actually means.
Mm-hmm.
How they see us versus how we really are.
Mm-hmm.
As well as at 8 o'clock, we will be discussing part 2, Black Lives Matter and celebrity influence. And then we got a mixture of things in that as well.
Right.
All right, so but before we start, just as our icebreaker, because I feel like I always need an icebreaker. I need something just to, it's not for y'all, it's for me. So, a couple questions from, it's a game called Stimulate, let me get it right, Mentally Stimulate Me.
Okay.
And it's by DerrickJaxn. He has a whole collection.
Okay.
That's a really, really, like a really great game.
Sounds fun. I'm excited.
The gray box because the other box is a little too much.
Yeah.
So we're not going to use those. All right, so I'm going to ask you 3 different questions, and if anyone wants to answer it as well in the comments, you can.
Okay.
All right, so the first question, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, your partner just got a job offer from a major tobacco retailer to help them target teens to be future customers. What do you do? A, congratulating your partner. B, asking him or her to reconsider.
I say reconsider. I don't want these kids smoking. I do not want these kids, especially during the pandemic. You want your immune system to be strong nowadays, and smoking it's really terrible. It's terrible for you. Don't try it. Don't even sniff it. Seriously, it's terrial.
I have asthma, so I don't even like.
Yeah,
I can't even breathe. I can't even breathe if people are smoking around me.
Right.
And I know even when it comes to being on set, because I've done maybe a few TV shows just testing it out, and when they have the smoke in the room, that even gets to me. I can't really be around that.
Right.
Okay, so our next question is turn off or turn on? Body. Did you hear me?
What is it?
Hair.
Body hair. Oh,
yes.
Wow.
A, turn off. B, turn on.
I say it depends. It depends because you can be fine. It has a little chest hair, little something. But if it's too much like a caveman, I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah. I like it a little cleansed, comb it a little bit. I'm fine with that. It
can't be it can't be a whole,
Yeah.
It can't be your hair. Does that make sense?
Right. Right.
Girl. And but you got the curly hair, so I don't know. But so maybe not.
Yeah. It's iffy. It depends.
Okay. I don't mind it as long as, because I can tell my man, I'm like, look, you're a good person, so we just wax that off.
You're a good person. Well, what if he doesn't want to wax?
He'll do it for me. He can wax it, take it off. He'll do it because he loves it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right, so last question.
Okay.
All right. Your partner brings you to a casino and gives you $50 to gamble with, right?
Mm-hmm.
You win $100,000. How much do you give them? Okay, wait. A, $1,000, B, $50, C, 1,000, or D, 0.
Wait. So repeat it. Like, how much did I win?
Uh-huh. He gave you 50,
Mm-hmm.
but you won 100,000.
I think I would probably give him half. I'm like, this is your 50,
That is
you
nice
know?
of you.
Yeah, like, I guess we try to be partners for life. Like, let me, oh, sorry.
No, it's
Like, we try
fine.
to be partners.
He said,
Like, let me
"Trying to
give
be
you the
partners
fee.
for life." I would do the same thing. I would.
Yeah.
I would. I
Okay.
would. I'm not greedy like that. I'm not selfish. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
me
mind. I
either.
was like, at the end of the day, now, if you did give me $50,
Yeah.
you ain't getting none of my money. Mm-mm. No,
Like, that's
I,
fine,
I,
though.
I
That's it.
can't. Since you gave it to me, I'll give you half. But the
Yeah.
rest, no. Okay. So that was good. So let's get into our topics.
Okay, let's
So
go.
first, even before that, you know what? How did you get into modeling?
So,
You froze. You back?
I
How'd you get into
know
modeling?
it's a service. Can you hear me?
No, it's all good. Yeah, I can hear you good.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So I started it's it's a funny story. So so I grew up like a real tomboy. Like I did not do any type of makeup. Like I wasn't like a girly girl. Like I used to love like I love still to this day like games like PlayStation, Xbox, basketball. I was like more sports than I was like fashion and all that. And I'm like, I don't need that. Like, what is this? But
Yeah.
no, it's
She said, "What
wasn't
is this?"
until yeah, exactly. So it wasn't until high school I got my first boyfriend, and I guess that's how it all started.
Okay.
Like how any situation starts.
Yeah.
Um, and when I started dating him, he cheated on me.
Wow.
And I was like, well, like, who do you think I am? Like, maybe it was me. I don't know. I was like, maybe it was me. But it was a lot of people telling me beforehand, like, you should model, like, you're gorgeous, you're tall, and stuff like that. I'm like, what? Yeah, whatever. I wanted to be an actress. But I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe this will get my foot in the door.
Mm-hmm.
And when I dated him, I'm like, you cheat on me? I'm Jacqueline Watkins. You don't know
I
who
know
I
that's right.
am. Yeah, I'm like, you don't know who I am. Let me
Exactly.
show you. And then that's what I did. And I always like go back and I actually thank him because if it wasn't for him, I think uh, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today. So,
Well,
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So, how does modeling? So, were you interested in acting at all at that time, or is just something that came after modeling?
No, I was, but I didn't know how to actually like take charge in it.
Mm-hmm.
If that, if that makes sense. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I always knew I wanted to be an actress since I was like 5 years old.
Oh.
I love movies, yeah, and it started out because my grandma she used to have like a whole thing in her house. Like when we used to go over there, she used to have a whole room full of movies. And when she used to babysit us, she's like, pick out three movies each. It was me and my
Uh-huh.
sisters. Pick out three movies each, and that's what you watch all day. And
Okay.
it it made my love for movies, I think, that way. And I'm like, this is what I want to do. This is amazing. Like, what is it? And yeah. So when I started that, yeah, it just grew the passion of what I wanted to do, but I just didn't know how to go and get it.
Yeah.
And when I started out modeling, I'm on stage. I'm like, wow,
Uh-huh.
this is what it feels like to be the center of attention, I should
Yeah.
say, but also be a character.
Yeah.
I'm representing the clothes, I'm representing the person that everybody wants to be, and also who they look up to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I do this, it will get my foot in the door, and it will help me with my image, and also inspire people to do the same thing if they feel, that they're not confident enough.
Yeah.
So,
I agree. I absolutely
yeah.
agree. Because I feel like it all goes hand in hand, just like you were saying earlier. Because modeling, it basically gets your foot in the door. Because if people say, okay, when you start modeling, acting's just like around the corner. Being in a commercial, being in a movie, whatever it is, and
Yep.
it really opens up doors so you can get into acting.
Right.
So that's the direction that you can take. That's what I tell people all the time. I tell literally everybody, I'm like, okay, well, like, I'm not an actress. I say that to myself, but I still have done commercials.
Yeah. Like,
other things because it just comes along with it. It's not
see
just.
what my teacher. Go ahead.
No, go.
No, what my professor, I'm in school now, what she taught me, she was like, everybody acts. Like, there's just a natural thing. It's a natural thing. Like, everybody can act. So, for you to say that, I'm like, everybody acts.
It's true, because we put up, a lot of people put up this facade. Like, I could be really, really happy right now, but at the same time, I could be really sad right now because we're on camera. But
Yep.
when I'm off camera, it could be a different feeling. You never know what a person's going through.
Right.
That's why one person a long time ago, when I was in multi-level marketing, somebody told me, when you encounter anyone, treat them as if they have a "make me feel special" mark on their head, like it's just written across.
Right.
Because you never know what somebody's going through. That's why every time I'm walking around, I say hi. Everyone's like, "Why are you always talking to me?" I'm like, "Hi." I'm like, "Hi."
I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
Because even just a little smile to somebody could brighten up their day. You never know what
Exactly.
somebody's going through. And at the end of the day, we go through stuff too. Just like you said, when it came to you being cheated on, that kind of opened up doors. Like, hold on, wait a minute, I'm Jackie Watkins. Who you cheated on? Like, really, you cheated on this? Girl, I was at the same thing. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, I don't think you know who you got. Like,
right. Exactly.
really? But girl, so you said you were very much so a tomboy growing up.
Yes.
And you didn't think, like, people would tell you that to be a model and different things of that nature. But you were just like, no.
Yeah.
I just met that one person.
Yeah, I was awkward. I was like a very awkward. I think I still am. Like, yeah,
Looking at you now, people wouldn't even think that.
Yeah,
They
wouldn't.
Thought process of, no, she knew she been fly all this time. Like, what's she talking
No,
about? Right.
no. I was very awkward. I was considered a nerd. I was very nerdy. And modeling was like the last resort of my career. Like,
Girl.
yeah. So when I took initiative,
did you act in high school?
yeah. My senior year of high school, that's when I started.
Okay, so did you model?
Yeah.
Did you model around that time too, or no, not yet?
Yeah, I did. That's when I like really started. So yeah, I think it was my 10th, when I was in 10th grade when I started modeling, and then yeah, and then my senior year of high school when I really started acting.
So you started early.
Yeah.
Girl, I waited till like I was like late 20s.
I mean, like, that's still good too, girl. I think that's still good.
I was like, now if I did think about it early on in my senior year or maybe my junior year, I'm not sure, but it just didn't pan out that way. But it wasn't supposed to happen at that time either. That's why it didn't pan out. So next question.
Right.
So when you started modeling, did you have an agency? Were you freelancing, or did you have a manager?
I was freelance.
Okay.
Yeah, I was always freelance. I did work with an agent,
Mhm.
but I wasn't signed to them.
Mhm.
And I wanted to see how they worked with me and like
Mhm.
see what they can get me more than what I can get myself.
Like maybe a
And
trial run in a way.
yeah, sort of like that. You know what we all go through.
Mhm.
Um, so I basically worked by myself my whole career.
That's good. I tell everybody freelance, but it just depends on the
Mhm.
model of what you want. If you want
Mhm.
someone to be able to have control of your career, and you don't want to do the footwork, then hey, sign up with an agency. But if you don't
Mhm.
mind doing the footwork and putting yourself in a position to really be able to control your career, then hey.
Right.
So, have you ever had a manager?
No.
So which so what are some of your experiences as far as the things that you have actually accomplished as a model,
Mhm.
being a freelance versus being with an agent, if that makes sense?
Uh, yeah, yeah. Um, Being freelance is kind of hard. It's difficult,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you didn't grow up really knowing the game.
Mm-hmm.
You have to educate yourself more than people who do have an agent,
Yep.
and it can go left sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel discouraged. You
Mm-hmm.
can feel like you're not getting anything. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Thank God that I did have a lot of jobs that came my way
Mm-hmm.
without me having an agent.
Mm-hmm.
When I started, actually, kind of like this year, where I'm working with an agent, it helps me way better
Mm-hmm.
um, because they basically tell you exactly what you need to do, exactly what you want, exactly what you need, and
Mm-hmm.
exactly what they're looking for
Yeah.
professionally. When
Mm-hmm.
you're not with an agent, you don't have that. You
Yeah.
don't know, and it can really tear you up as an image and as
Mm-hmm.
a professional.
Mm-hmm.
And trying my best way to say that it's great to have an agent,
Mm-hmm.
but also being freelance is amazing
Mm-hmm.
too because you don't have to answer to nobody,
Yeah.
and you can always do what you want to do and do what you need to do until you get that $100,000 contract. You be confident in yourself
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
get what you need. You don't always need that.
Yeah. That's true.
So,
That was good, Jackie.
thank you.
Okay, so moving into just exactly what you were talking about, and basically it's
Mm,
body image. Yeah,
okay.
there is, and yes, there is pros and cons to both, Terry.
Yes,
Yes.
it is, Terry. It is.
So moving forward with body image, that's our next topic anyway. So how does this affect you, like affect the individual, like as far as your mental health?
Oh, especially in this
Well, hold on,
industry.
wait. Use an example if
Mhm.
of yourself, if that was the case where maybe you went to a casting or you worked with somebody and it turned into them being more of basically saying something very rude, but
Mhm.
they're saying we're just being very upfront and letting you know, but it's just how they said it that made it just make you think something different about yourself. Have you had that experience, and
Oh
share that?
yeah. So when I went to an audition in New York for New York Fashion Week,
Mm-hmm.
I had this agent come up to me. She wasn't even my agent. Like I had no agent. And she came up to me And she was like, I love your look, but at the same time, to represent Black people, you know, I'm a Black girl myself, so I can say this.
Is it the agent?
You, yeah. She was
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah, exactly. She was like representing the other models that was there. And she was like, you look like a average Black girl. And you need to lose at least 15 more pounds.
Wow.
And yeah, and I was like, I yeah, like it made me like kind of think. I'm like, I'm already skinny. Like, what more do you want from me? And
Yeah, because
that's
I saw your
where,
pictures. I went down your time. I saw your pictures. I was like, yeah, she's smart.
yeah, like everybody tell me how
Like,
skinny. I'm like, so you
what
want me
else
to
she
really
went to?
be like super thin, paper thin. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, like that's not what I want to be.
Yeah.
And if you don't accept what I want to be, then maybe this is not what I want to do. And it had me in like a whole dilemma. And I wanted to create something that helped people my size and also even, you know, different sizes to
Yeah.
be like, you know what, be happy of what you want to be and who you want to be. And don't let anybody or anything tell you otherwise. Because
Yeah.
the industry looks for something way different. And I think it's a shame because people feel terrible about how they look.
Yeah. I've heard literally
Yeah.
from my ears models
Yeah.
saying some stuff, and I was like, but the thing is, you're beautiful. What are you talking about? What you need
Yeah,
to change?
exactly.
What's
It's
needed? Now I understand. I'm even with myself. Like right now, it's
mhm.
more of I just want to be healthier. I want to get my Angela Bassett body on. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. And that's all. I just want to build. I want to strengthen myself. That's it.
Right.
I'm not worried about anything else. I don't want to lose weight. I'm already small.
Right. Right.
Like I tell everyone, at the end of the day, as you continue to get not only older, but as your body changes, just get
Mhm.
into that in that dynamic of, you know, when it comes to modeling, there's modeling for every type of size.
Right.
So
Exactly.
there's no
So that's
need to go ahead, go ahead.
no, go. Like
But there's no
I'm
need to like really change yourself to the point where it depends on what you want to do. Now, if you have a
yeah.
goal of, if you know you want to be in Victoria's Secret and they have a certain body image and that's your goal and that's what you're
Mhm.
working towards, but be healthy about it. Be, you
Exactly.
know, and if it's yours, again, the Lord does not make mistakes. You will get it.
Mhm.
No man can take whatever he gave you.
Right.
Even if you don't see it right now, it's yours. So you'll get it. You just have to work towards getting it. But do it healthy. Enjoy yourself. Make it fun. Don't put
Mhm.
so much pressure on yourself to the point where you're starting to think negative thoughts about who you are when you're actually a beautiful person in and out.
Right. Exactly. And the photo shoot I just did, I don't know if you saw on the timeline, Dream Fit collection. Shout out to Caitlin
I saw it.
Williams. She has a clothing line, actually a active wear line where she expresses body image of certain sizes. That's something to look at and that's something to be happy about and motivated about because like people in the industry looks for a certain size and I don't think that's right. I think
Yeah.
you should be happy with the size that you have.
Um,
And
I,
a lot of people who are like, I don't want to say, but like bigger, you know, in
Plus
sort
size
of
models,
way,
bikini models.
has, yeah, exactly, are more fit than me. Like, have more cardio experience. Like Lizzo, shout out to her. She kills it with cardio. She kills it with everything. And people, they look at you and they judge you and they think you're not healthy and you are. Don't let
Mm-hmm.
people tear down what you look like,
Exactly.
because what you are and what you want to be is amazing.
I agree. Let me tell you a
Yeah.
quick story, real quick. I was like not too long. Well, no, it was a while ago. I was watching a show, and I
Hmm.
forgot what show it was, but it was like a well-known show on TV. And there was this plus-size girl and her family. Like when I say I just love a plus-size woman that has so much confidence. I think it's beautiful. I was like,
It
that got
is.
more confidence than me.
Exactly. It
Because
is.
she had this confidence that like I'm it, and nobody can tell me nothing. And literally, it was her and her mentals that she knew she was the bomb, but
Mm.
her family tore her down every chance they got. They was like, "You are unhealthy. This is not good." But she's like, "I'm happy. Let me be happy." And
Right.
I was like, and I'm in my head like, why in the world would, well, I talked to the TV girl. So I'm like, why are you trying to tear her down and she's happy? It's the way
Right.
you do certain things. But if she's happy the way she is and she's confident about being her plus
Let
size
her
self,
be.
let her be.
Exactly.
Eventually, as time goes by, she'll decide what she wants to do. And if she chooses to
Hmm.
still be the size that she is, let that girl be.
Right. Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, it's not just big girls that get I want to say not ostracized, but it's a word for it as far as about their weight. Us as
Hmm.
skinny girls, we do too. The fact that you just
Yep.
said lose 15 more pounds. Hold on, wait a minute. What? Where
Yeah.
am I losing
Like,
15 more?
for
And and
real.
and and that's the problem. And I think if you're not strong enough mentally and
Hmm.
knowing who you are, that really could have a toll on you. And you can start doing
Right.
things to your body that was never
That's
supposed to be done.
harmful. Yes. It's very harmful.
So to everybody who's trying to be a model, working on being a model, is a model, actress, in entertainment in general, please
Hmm.
be strong enough to know that how you are is how you're supposed to be in this season and in this time. So if someone
Exactly.
comes and tells you something differently,
Hmm.
don't listen to it. Know that you're supposed to, if it's positive, if it's something
Yep.
positive, and whatever you're
Yeah.
doing is positive, just stay focused on that and know that that's where you're supposed to be at this time. And there's this learning lesson in everything that you do. And especially
Hmm.
sometimes you, like I tell everybody sometimes people can't go with you. So wherever you're going, maybe they're
Hmm.
not supposed to come. So that's why they're here to say everything they're supposed to say so you can back away and bounce and say, okay, stop. Because I'm good to say peace out.
Yep. And
Girl,
that's
it's
exactly what
look.
I did. I was like, you want me to what? All right.
Okay, so
Sure.
back to the term analogy of, well, you said average black girl, right?
Hmm.
So average black girl and African descent. Please explain that. What both of those mean. You tapped into African average black girl already, but explain it.
Yeah. So, average black girl is what they consider basically what you see, quote unquote, every day at Tyra Banks
Mm-hmm.
and a Halle Berry. And that's it. Those are the two that can definitely, skyrocket. Respect
Mm-hmm.
to them. I love them, you
Yeah,
know. I think they're gorgeous in their own way and they're
yeah,
beautiful. But that's what the industry sees as the only two girls who are definitely going to make it that skin tone as me.
mm-hmm.
Um, but when you see someone who's darker,
Mm-hmm.
um, what they call African descent,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and try to keep it positive without sounding as as they sound, but
Mm-hmm.
which I love all types of shades. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going there, but they want to see someone who can pass as African. You
Yeah,
know, you get what I'm
yeah. I get what
saying?
you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying. And
And go ahead.
and I put it this way. I have seen. So you know how you have someone that's literally, possibly came from literally Africa,
Mm.
and they have that exact look. They have a darker skin tone, more
Yeah.
melanin, beautiful.
Mhm.
Because I told my
Mhm.
daughter I got that good melanin, that's like nice
Gorgeous.
dark and chocolate, just beautiful. I was like, girl, you want to switch?
Yeah. The
And I
thing
tell her
is,
all the time.
all shades are. And all
Mm-hmm.
shades of us are in Africa. It's not just dark skin.
Yeah,
And that's the problem. Once they
yeah, but
see,
that's
like,
where you said to the point of African descent, but that's what they immediately think.
think, that's what they
Mm-hmm.
think. And then
Mm-hmm.
that's not what it is. We have all shades of melanin.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We're all shades. And why can't we represent all? But in the industry, that's not what they want. You know,
Yeah.
that's not what they see. So if it was me or you against,
Mm-hmm.
something else that
Mm-hmm.
was, a little darker tone, not saying,
Literally from Africa. Literally from Africa.
that
Don't
looks,
get me wrong, I have a
that
lot of
looks,
friends.
not that they're from, is that they look. They could be
Mm-hmm.
from, Manhattan or Georgia or, from Philly. It can be anywhere. It's just
Yeah.
that they look like they from Africa, that they will
Yeah.
pick over us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a shame because it's like we are all shades.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all do colorism. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a colorism situation. It's
Yeah. Hold on, Jackie. Okay. Wait a minute. You now start over. Whatever you just said. Because it was like it was messing up. Go back to what
Can
you
you
were
hear
just
me?
saying. Yeah, I hear you now. It was buffering.
I said it shouldn't be Yes. I said it shouldn't be like a colorism type thing because
Mm-hmm.
we're not against each other. We all
Exactly.
love each other,
Yes, we
all
do.
different shades, and we
Yeah.
come in all different shades.
Yep.
We
Sizes
come
and
white.
patches.
Yes, we come white, black, all types, brown. We come in all shades.
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
Nope.
What is a problem is that you make black people look like
Yeah.
one shade, and that's a problem to me in the
Yeah.
industry. That's not who we are. We're not just one shade, we're all shades, and you need to represent that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, after all this is going on, when it pertains to even Black Lives Matter, which we'll get into that at 8 o'clock, but maybe that will, because of everything, how the world is going right now, maybe that may change other people's mind. I know I've seen a lot of castings lately, and a lot of them are wanting
Mm-hmm.
to cast with the terminology used as average Black girl. That's really what it is. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, wait a minute, I am seeing a lot of ads.
See, the only reason why I
And
use that, the only reason
uh-huh.
why I use that, because somebody said that, the agent
Yeah.
said that to me.
Yes.
And
Because
I'm like, this is what y'all really say? This is what y'all really think?
mm-hmm.
Like, in the day of my life, I never would have thought somebody would call me an average Black girl. I'm like, what is that? What is an average Black girl? I never
Exactly.
heard of that in my life. Like,
I've heard of it one time besides the time that you said it.
yeah.
But it was in a sense of basically it was more of it was more of an agent that
Mm-hmm.
said it. Not
Yeah, same day.
not of my race. It was more someone else's race. And I
Mm.
was like, because sometimes when people say things to me, it literally I have to take a moment to really think about what did they just say to me. Should I be
Right.
offended?
Exactly.
Should
Exactly.
I be offended or should I just
Like,
let that go? But then after I think about it, I just get mad. after some time, like, I say what I think that you said.
Right.
But that is something, like, even me working at an agency, there was a lot of, they wanted a particular, but it is the industry. We got to remember this. The agents are really telling you what the industry wants. So the industry has to change in order for the agency to do different things. Because if you go in and they say, okay, I want a certain amount of models that are majority Caucasian. I want 2 black girls, one average black, and if you have 2 African descent, all the same. But if you have 2 that's African descent, then mix in another race.
Right.
That's what they're asking for.
That's funny that you said that too, because I was thinking too, I'm like, when she said that to me, I'm like, she's really trying to help me. She's in her power trying to help me go forth in this industry.
So technically, it wasn't as negative.
Yeah.
As you could have really
took it. Yeah.
Versus,
I'm like,
saying, wait a minute, no, she knows. So she's just trying to basically give me a little game, saying this is what they really want.
Yeah, you need to change your hairstyle. You need to do something like you. That's what she was telling me.
Yeah.
So
it's an eye opener at times. Sometimes you just want to pop up like, hold on, did you just say that to me? Like, did you just say what I think you just said?
Right.
Wait a minute. But at the end of the day, like, everything that all the feedback and everything I've got in my whole process, my whole journey as far as modeling is concerned, everyone is always trying to help. It may have come out wrong sometimes, but it's the industry that's that way. And again, we have to change that. They have to change that process. The people that are higher up, that are booking the jobs, that are hiring them out, they're doing all that, that are the advertising companies, all that entertainment, they have to change. It starts with them. It may even start above them. I don't know. I don't know everything. But it takes them to change, to say, okay, this is what we want, versus, and it takes us to say, you know what, is this something that I want to do? Or do I want to create my own?
Right.
Because if somebody says to me, like even now, if somebody says to me, okay, Catrice, you're not what we're looking for, and I don't want to work with you. If I want to do my own fashion show, I do my own fashion show. If I want to do my own clothing line, I do my own clothing line. Some people don't even make their clothes. They do the designs and somebody else makes them.
Right.
So if I wanted to do anything at this point in time, because I know enough and I can get it done, because I don't take no. You're not going to tell me no and think that you're just going to get away with telling me no.
Right.
And I'm just going to take take it on my chin. No, I'm going to go create my own. And even if it don't turn out to be this, I still did it. And at the end of the day, it still can turn out good, because it's Catrice that's doing it.
Right.
But some people don't have that type of mindset.
Yeah, you gotta.
Go ahead.
You gotta keep going. You gotta keep believing in yourself. Because what I learned, 80% of the time in the industry, you're gonna hear no. Yeah. You're gonna hear a no until you finally hear a yes.
Yes.
And that made
the more no's you get, the closer you get to a yes. So
yes.
But you're getting closer to you're getting closer to a yes.
Exactly. So never give up. Yeah. You gotta keep going. If this is what you want, you gotta keep going. There's no other option. No other option.
So even though this is completely a side note.
Yeah.
Now when it comes to, this is where we just very transparent. So when it comes to someone that's new to the business, explain to people that are wanting to get into modeling, whether it's teens or whatever it is, and they see the glitz, the glamour. Oh, I get dialed up. Oh, this happens and that happens. I get to be in the rooms with amazing people. Let them know that it's not all
glitz and glamour.
What you think it is
No, yeah, it's a lot of hard work. It's dedication. It's a strong mind and knowing who you are and believing in yourself. Because
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of people who would tell you different. It's a
Yeah.
lot of people who would look at you and be like, I don't know. But if you believe in you, go for it. If you believe that you're going to make it, go for it. And don't
Mm-hmm.
let nobody change that. Because there's
I,
so many times people tell me, oh, like maybe you're doing too much. Maybe you should do something else. Like maybe you should stick to one thing. I'm like, no, this is all I want to do, and I'm going to go
uh,
for it. Like whether you like it or not, this is what I want to do. You can't let nobody change your mind because you are you. If you
exactly.
wake up in the morning and this is what you want to do, and God didn't put anything else in your mind but to do this, then you got to do it.
Look, he'll give you some stuff. You be like,
uh-huh.
Lord, come on. We was just working on this. But one thing I am huge on. If God gives me something, I am full throttle about that thing.
For real.
I know it's going to manifest, and I know that it's going to be fantastic because He's not going to give me something that's going to basically bring me to the point where I am just down. I'm
Right.
broken. I'm whatever,
Right.
whatever it is. He's always looking to elevate me.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have to go through a season of hard work, a whole bunch of no's, and everything else to build me up to the point where when I get that yes, I am a force to be reckoned with,
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. But I know when He
Exactly.
says do it, I got to do it. I go scared. I'll be scared like, you sure you want us to do this? This is what it is. But it's just having faith and believing. For me, it's God.
mm-hmm.
Whatever else people believe in a whole bunch of different stuff. But that's just me personally.
Yeah, yeah. It is.
So now backtrack real quick. Um, back to body image. Speak
Mm-hmm.
on reality versus fake when it comes to
Mm.
social media.
Don't believe everything you see on social media. And that goes back into the starting of magazines. To be honest, before there was social media, there was magazines.
Mm-hmm.
That Photoshop, that edits.
Yeah.
It's not all what it cracks out to be. That's
Yes.
not realistic. Um, People really do a lot of work on their body.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Yeah.
saying it's me. I want to show positivity and body image, and like
Mm-hmm.
if that's how I am, that's how I am. So when
Yeah.
I post something, that's just strictly how I am.
Yeah.
But people who really go all and out on pictures on social media and wants to be that, don't rely on that, and
Mm-hmm.
don't try to be that. Just be you,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not factual. And if it is, you don't know how they went, like you don't know what they went through to get to that.
Yeah.
You don't know what health risk or
Exactly.
what depression or what they go through to get that image. You don't want that. You really don't.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. Now, last topic.
Mm-hmm.
Back to how they see us versus how we really are. What
Mm-hmm.
do people automatically assume about Jackie when they hear Jackie's a model? Jackie's an actress. What do they assume? Versus how you really are as a person.
Uh, I hear a lot of things. when when people they see my pictures, they're like, "Oh, she's kind of a bitch, maybe." Like she might be a bitch because she looked mean. And when they meet me, they were like, "Oh, she's like really sweet." Like I don't know. With that, uh, I don't know. So it's kind of hard to answer
Okay.
that.
So okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a in between.
Yeah.
So when it comes to dating,
Mm.
what do they automatically assume about you when you first meet a guy, or after some time being with him? What he thought you would like? How do you think you were? Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, so let me tell you a story.
Okay.
let's get into this. So this guy that oh my stand. Sorry, it's my
No,
stand.
you're fine.
Okay, so this guy that wanted to take me out, right?
Mm-hmm.
He, I think he expected me to be like a trophy type thing. And one, I was not having that. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, you don't know who I am. You don't know my personality. Uh, my
Mm-hmm.
personality is really fun and kind of crazy at sometimes. Like, I like to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, so he wanted me to be a certain way. Like, one, he was like, oh, your nails not done. I was like, one, I don't get my nails done anymore. I used to. I was like, I don't get it done anymore because I act one and I model. You know, you never know what they're looking for. Like one, I did a film that's 1960s, and like
Oh, go
imagine me
ahead.
having like coffin nails on my freaking hands. Like, are you serious? So, so I was like, that's not going to happen. Two, he wanted me to be like something way different, and like having a conversation with him, it was just like, I know exactly how you saw me when you first
Mm-hmm.
met me. Like when you saw me on social media or whatever, you thought I was just
Mm-hmm.
a dumb broad, and I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very educated. Um, I went to Hampton University, HBCU.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and he, I think he realized when as we were going out on a date that he was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh snap, like what did I get myself into? But also, how can I change her mind? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, you're not. I'm a strong black woman. One,
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
yeah, you got the wrong one. That's all I'm saying. Like,
If anybody wants to know, we're talking about the fact that um, when it comes to dating and what someone automatically assumes you are as a model before they really
mm,
get a chance to know you. And Jackie was sharing that he just automatically assumed that she was a certain way that she was not.
trophy. That's what they see as models, trophies.
That girl
They
is
don't
so
see
true.
anything else until they talk to you. They be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, what? Is she educated? What? Oh, she likes this."
Girl,
I'm saying,
do
yeah,
you have a oh, I didn't know you had a college degree. What you thought?
exactly. Like, oh, excuse me. Like,
I would pop for that.
don't judge. Don't
Mm-hmm.
judge. Oh, you like sports? Oh, what? Oh, yeah, I'm not all about makeup and nails and
Yeah.
toes and stuff. Like, no, don't
But
judge me.
then I also would say when it pertains to um there are some models. So I don't fault everybody for it because there are some models that are very
Hmm.
much so high maintenance and that actually act that way.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is.
Not gonna lie.
It is.
Not gonna lie,
And
it
they don't
is.
mind being that way. Because
Yeah.
first of all, I feel like they get more coin than us. Both
Yeah.
of them. Because we too busy being nice. I keep telling everybody maybe I need to turn into a bitch.
Right.
So I can get more. You know?
For real. For real. For
Can I
real.
get my bills paid? Can I got 3 kids. You gonna take care of those? But I'm just the type of person where that's just not for me.
Yeah. It's
That's
not my
just not for me.
personality. I can't be fake. That's
Yeah.
one thing I can't like.
Even if I tried, I couldn't, girl. It
Yeah.
would be nice if I just tried and I could, but I
Yeah.
can't. And you an actress,
Yeah.
so you should be able to do
Yeah.
this.
I just
Yeah.
can't. Like naturally, like if you see me like an interview like this, I can't. But if you
Mm-hmm.
pay me for a role, I got Call me up. I'm just kidding.
Yes, but girl. So back to no. So personality wise,
Yeah.
how you said you're funny, you love sports, you know, you
Mhm.
like to have fun, sometimes a little crazy, just a little bit.
A little bit.
And what else? What are your likes and dislikes? Look, I'm putting you on a dating. This is a dating site right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, what this love
Who
connection?
wants to talk to Jay?
Uh,
Family play.
likes and dislikes and what? Like what
um,
exactly? Just in general?
yeah, just in general.
Uh, that's hard. Um, one, I said fake people. Two, I think because I'm very like a professional person in general, I think I like to be on time. When you say something, I like to be on point.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I just like people who are motivated and doing what they love to do. And when you go for your goals and being who you are and
Mm-hmm.
just in general, just being flat out on point, motivated and stuff like that. If you sitting down doing nothing, and I don't really have respect for you. Everything is a hustle. You need to go
Yeah,
out and hustle and do what you need to do. If you hustling, then I respect you. That's what I
yeah,
like.
yeah. Look, I'm here for it. I agree because
Yeah.
hold on. Because I feel like because of the fact when it pertains to modeling, we're
Hmm.
always like that.
Yeah.
Like acting, you're always hustling. You got to find
Yeah.
out your next gig, how you gonna get there, what you gonna do. You gotta be
Hmm.
prepared for every little thing. Like there's really no time to really say, okay, I'm just not gonna do nothing unless you don't want
Right.
to check. Unless you don't want to check.
Right.
Other than
Exactly.
that,
I'm like, you never know when your next paycheck is in this industry.
and
You never know when.
the crazy thing is, you don't. That's like you said, you don't know where your next check is, but you don't know how much that check is gonna be either.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
Exactly. You could be
so
traveling. Your your check that you're getting be $100, and you got to travel all the way like across the country just to get it
girl,
for exposure and for
yes,
like your
you spend more
portfolio
money. You
and your
spend more money
resume.
yourself.
Hmm.
Trust me,
It's
I've been there.
hard. It's
I've been there.
hard. Yeah.
So,
So
let's
if
go
you
back
really
to
want
our.
this, you really gotta go get it, and you gotta believe in yourself, because if you don't, you be wasting your time.
Yeah,
Like,
you might have a little fun along the way, but if you
yeah,
don't take it seriously, what's what's really the point?
yeah,
What's really the point? So, in closing, because we are about to do our 8 o'clock next topic, which is Black Lives Matter and celebrity
yeah.
influence.
Right.
For everybody, tune back in at 8. Um, and we will be discussing Jenny, which
Jenny the
is,
movie. Yeah.
yeah. Tell them just a little bit about it until while we're going into our next one. But no, just
Okay.
tell them like when it's gonna happen, as far as like when you want to shoot or something.
Oh, so filming's supposed to hopefully happen in the 31st, and it'll be released in 2021 hopefully
Okay.
so far. But I
Okay.
will get
Well,
into more details at 8 o'clock.
yeah. All right, lady. Well, this is about to shut off anyway, so
All right.
I'm gonna end it, and then we'll be back on at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
All right. Thank you,
Bye.
darling.